Right in the middle of the first section.
Right.
The ones with the parties was the ones at 1040, back of 1040.
1040.
When it got hot out there,
Okay.
they had the Johnny pump out there.
Right.
And Mario was set up right there. All the girls be coming from work, and everybody get thrown in the water and shit, right there. And the party go all night. Back then, the police didn't bother us, And we had a real time all night on. That's what it's saying, on and on, till breaking dawn came from, because we be out all night.
So let's go ahead before everybody's still going. All right, so I want to hear some bronze shit. No, matter of fact, I want to hear about the God of Israel.
Oh, God of Israel.
Right.
That's simple. He was a black man, and he was for his people. It's like everybody has a favorite thing.
Okay.
The Most High has favorite people.
Okay.
And his people are the children of Israel.
Right. So how long have you had this knowledge? Like how long?
About 22, 24 years.
How did you get into it?
Heard some brothers on the street speaking. Talking about the white man's a liar and the devil, and most of my life I experienced him being that and the same, and all the atrocities that he came about and put upon our people. I started listening. So I started checking what they were saying with the scriptures and proven facts. I started, going to some of the classes to learn, and come to find out that I found it to be the truth.
Right.
Of who I am, because there's nothing else that could back me up, and nothing that was more controversial that I've seen than coming out the laws and commandments of the Bible and finding them to be true, and the reaction it had on the other nations and other people, and how the spirits reacted to those things.
Okay.
Another one to go, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I want to ask you, one of the problems, okay, our people, as far as our people in the Bible, our people will say that Caucasian man wrote the Bible.
No.
Thank you.
It was a black man that wrote the Bible.
Okay.
The Caucasian man translated it. He had different translations, because when people started finding out about the Bible and started looking at certain things, like in the book of Jeremiah 14 and 2,
Right.
he claimed to be the Jews that the Bible speak of. And in the Bible, in the book of Jeremiah, the 14th chapter.
Well, what about the Council of Nicaea?
I don't know so much about that. I was just answering a question on the subject about who we are according to the Bible, and what I found out to be the facts according to what's written in the Bible. It says that Judah mourneth and the gates there are blameless, meaning the real Jews are in mourning. These guys are running around here, and they're not in mourning, they own everything. And it says their gates languish.
Mm-hmm.
That's a metaphor, because gates can't languish, they have no feeling. So gates represents the people, because the leaders of the city sat at the gates of the city. And it says they are black unto the ground. You take it in the Hebrew, it's kadar, aratata, meaning dark skin to the ground. Okay, so it said they are black to the ground. When you look at different shades of the so-called Negro in this country, he goes from dark chocolate brown to a light brown.
Okay.
Okay, and it describes Christ as being from the tribe of Judah. And Hebrews 7:14, that is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah. One of the most startling scriptures in the Bible came about to me, was the book of Numbers.
Okay.
All right, don't say nothing. Just sit back. It was in the book of Numbers when they talked about the color. When they talked about color, you say that the so-called white man wrote the Bible. If he wrote the Bible and he didn't pick up on the scripture that was in Numbers, the 12th chapter, I'm going to go there with it now. As in Numbers, the 12th chapter, it talked about this. It said, and Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because the Ethiopian woman which he had married an Ethiopian woman. We know the Ethiopian people are dark-skinned people. Okay? And they said, hath not the Lord indeed spoke against us, only by Moses, and hath he not also spoken by us? And the Lord heard it. And the man Moses was a very meek man above all men which are upon the face of the earth. And the Lord spake suddenly unto Moses, and unto Aaron, and unto Miriam, come ye three out into the tabernacle of the congregation. And they three came out. And the Lord came down in a pillar of the cloud, and stood at the door of the tabernacle, and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth. And he said unto them, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Lord, will make myself known unto him in a vision. I will speak unto him in a dream. My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all my house. And with him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches. And the similitude of the Lord shall he behold. Wherefore were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? And the anger of the Lord was kindled against them, and he departed. I mean, he got angry at them talking about Moses, because Moses had grew up in the Egyptian household. He just left Egypt, and he was learning the Hebrew and everything again. And a lot of things they spoke for Moses when Moses didn't speak, but he transferred to them what the Lord wanted to be said. So what it really was, they was hating on him because he had all the shine. So then it said, and the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. So you know what leprosy is?
What is it?
It's a skin disease.
Okay.
Okay. It said Miriam became leprous.
Okay.
White as snow.
Okay.
Okay, so you know leprous to be as white.
Okay.
So being white, he'd be like, a lighter color than what you're, white. So the anger of the Lord was kindled against Miriam. He was mad at Miriam, and all of a sudden she became leprous, white as snow. Okay. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. He was like, oh my God, she lost her color. The Lord took her color.
Okay.
Okay. And Aaron said unto Moses, alas, my Lord, I beseech thee. Alas means please, and beseech me, and I beg you. It said, alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us.
Okay.
What sin? What sin? What happened? She transgressed by speaking against Moses. Now check this out. She said, he said, lay not the sin upon us wherein we have done foolishly and where we have sinned. So that's two sins.
Okay.
So it said, lay not the sin upon us. Okay. So if I lay something on you, like I laid this $10 bill on you, right?
Right.
So a sin was laid upon him. Now what sin was that? See, she got it first, and he thought he was next because he did the same thing she did.
Okay.
What sin was laid upon him?
I don't know. What?
The sin of leprosy.
Okay.
Okay, so lay not the sin upon us when we have sinned.
Okay.
So being a talebearer and a backbiter, or as what they call play hating today, that's a sin against the Most High. So he punished them. He punished her with leprosy. So it said, lay not the sin upon us when we have done foolishly and when we have sinned. Let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed when it comes out of his mother's womb. So as I mean, having no color when it comes out of the body. So my question to you, if the white man, why didn't he take that out? And saying it's a sin to be white. The Bible will tell you right there it's a sin to be white. Tell that dude Jehovah's Witness. You know, white guys come to do it. They're gone. They can't ask them, well, I'll see you later. Oh, listen, we got to go.
Right.
I said, what sin? What do you mean? I said, so, you know, you ask them because would it be a sin to look more like you or me? And they're going to leave.
Okay.
So research that.
All right.
But the birth of the so-called white man is in Genesis 25th chapter. Some people say Yaku, the Suez scientist. None of that makes sense.
Okay.
According to Genesis 25th chapter, so-called white man is Esau according to the Bible. He came out with black woman's womb. Like a yin and yang, the righteous and the evil. He was put on the earth to be the evil person. We were put here to be the righteous. The Bible said the elder brother shall serve the younger. In the Bible, he's known as Esau, which is Edom, meaning the red man. So-called white man is the red man on the planet. They get too hot because he turn red. Okay. He gets to the sun. He doesn't turn brown, he turns red.
Right.
When he go eat his food. Meaning red. Red. The Bible said he like his food raw and bloody.
All right, so you saying Jesus was black?
The Bible tell you he's black. Man.
What about Isaiah?
He's black. All the prophets were black.
All the prophets was black.
Every one of the prophets. Solomon taking a Psalm 1 and 5. My skin is black upon you. In Acts the 21st chapter, 37th, 38th verse, the Apostle Paul tells you he's a Jew. They mistaken him for an Egyptian. God tell you he's black. In the book of book of Daniel.
Right.
The book of Daniel, chapter 9, verse 7. When people study the origin of philosophies and religion, they know it's all sorry. Everybody can agree with Abraham.
Yo, you want something?
But it comes after Abraham, that's when everybody gets confused. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. The Bible clearly tells you who's who. This is Daniel 7 and 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like pure wool. The Ancient of Days is the Most High God. Okay. His throne was like a fiery flame, and his wheels as a burning fire. Okay. Now, when you go to Daniel, the 10th chapter, the 6th verse, it says, Then I lift up mine eyes and looked, and beheld a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Euphaz. His body was like the beryl. His face was as the appearance of lightning. His eyes as lamps of fire. And his arms and his feet like the color to polished brass.
Right.
Okay, and the voice of his words was like the voice of a multitude. Now, polished brass we all know to be like a dark brown. So that ain't no white. Now the Bible say that Christ was a dark-skinned man, and they say God is a dark-skinned man. And the Bible also says it's a sin to be white. Find them scriptures out right there to tell you.
All right.
The white man translated the Bible.
He translated, right.
He put it in different versions.
Different
People can get
versions,
it.
right.
Take things out of the Bible.
Right. Oh, he took stuff out of the Bible?
Yeah, Jehovah's Witness. They take chapter on Matthew, the 18th chapter, and the 11th verse. The 11th verse is not in there. When you go to the book of Revelation, this is the curse for Jehovah's Witness. All you Jehovah's Witness, Y'all ain't need to stop, because y'all got a one-way ticket first class to hell. And I'm going to tell you that. But you lacking in nothing. You know the real disciples, because we ain't going to play with you. We're going to tell you the truth. Because we don't tell you the truth, the Lord's going to take our head off. I'm going to get that for you, too. It's always good to read to keep your mind into what's going on, because you get so easily hypnotized in this bullshit out here every day.
Right.
You know, in this world.